Oh, I just sat on my cat. It's very easy to get uncomfortable with being alone after being so busy. And when you're so busy and you get a little bit of alone time every day or every few days or once a week, to some people might feel scary, or the first thing you do is try to fill it with doomscrolling or something. To other people, it might feel peaceful. Oh, this feels so good. I finally get some alone time and I can do whatever I want. To people who have a lot of alone time, it's usually scary at first. It usually feels lonely unless you come to realize how precious your alone time is, and spending time with yourself and being able to hang out with yourself and enjoy hanging out with yourself and doing things that you like, having introspection, and not just being constantly distracted. When I say hang out with yourself, I'm not talking about watch TV, I'm not talking about doom scrolling, I'm talking about doing your hobbies, journaling, working out, doing something that fulfills you and actually emotionally rejuvenates you and energizes you and makes you feel renewed. We are so used to moving from one thing to the next. If I'm not doing something right now, I'm not being productive, but there is nothing more productive than sitting with yourself and becoming comfortable with that, because you are the only person that you're going to have for the rest of your life, and you need to facilitate that relationship into something that feels like home. You need to feel like home. You are your home. You are the only forever home that you will have. It's easy to get caught up. It's easy to get ungrounded, to live in the future and not be present. It's very important to have alone time and to remind yourself who you are and give yourself attention and love. Otherwise, what are you even doing? Are you living? Or are you just caught up in the moment, going through the motions? We're not here to live to work. And if that is something you have to do it. But do it presently. And just because it's presently doesn't need to mean that it has to be painful, because you can be appreciative of every moment, even if it's not exactly what you would like to be doing in that moment. And I understand there's a bunch of different situations that this could apply to that wouldn't be, you may not be able to find a positive in this moment, but shit, we're here. You have full control over your feelings, your emotions, your thought process, your happiness from day to day. We've been so well trained to think that that's not possible when it is. We have full control over ourselves. And it takes unlearning what we've already learned to realize that and to come into that and to reteach yourself that and to actually put it into practice. Now that I have a lot more free time, I'm coming back into my hobbies that I've always wanted to keep doing, but whenever I had alone time, I feel like I just need to rest because I didn't have much of it. And now I started sewing again. I made baby a toy. She really liked it. I didn't realize how comfortable I got being uncomfortable sitting with myself. And this was still something I was trying to facilitate. I do spend at least a few minutes a day doing nothing, absolutely nothing, and just thinking and sitting and breathing and existing, and that is already doing enough. But when it's for hours and days where you're alone, it definitely starts to rewire your brain. And you can't rely on social media to distract you, because that's a distraction from life. You are not living, you're inside the screen. I've been dealing with a lot of pain the past few days. I just had to sit with really uncomfortable aloneness after I got through it, which was like up until a few hours ago, where I kind of snapped out of it. I'm not saying I might not fall back in, but I feel like I finally have some clarity and I'm starting to really appreciate being alone. I did do stuff today. I went to the cafe, 2 different ones, one alone and one with my sister. I did a whole bunch of editing. I've been trying to catch up. I started school recently, so I'm really falling behind on a bunch of things that I wanted to get done, and just a bunch of footage has been piling up, which bothers me because pretty soon I'll run out of space on my laptop or on my memory card, and that just kind of stresses me out. And also, I like to be on top of shit. I like to edit stuff that has recently happened, because otherwise it feels kind of irrelevant. And also, since I use my YouTube as like a diary, I like things to be somewhat present with the time period so that when I look back, I can remember around what time it kind of was. It's not going to be perfect, obviously. I'm not going to post it on the same day. Remember not to lose yourself along the way. You might not even have yourself right now and you haven't even realized. So take some time for introspection as soon as you can. Your body and your mind is trying to communicate to you, and when you don't listen, it gets stored and becomes more of a problem than it had to be. So listen to your body. Thank you for watching. Also, my sister said I look like a Buddhist monk today. She said I'm giving Buddhist monk today. I said, why? She said your outfit and the tea that you just made. It was an extensive herbal concoction. But yeah, that was like the best compliment I've ever gotten, so I was pretty happy about that one. Till next time.